This is St Brendan's Voyage. I think we used to do it in D, but I've had to drop it down to C. And it doesn't start on C, it starts on F with that tune, which I can't quite remember. Then C, G, C, back to F, C, G, and the verse is out of Brandon is C in the F501 C. Voyage is G, voyage had begun. C, tied up in turnips. F, cotton curly, kale is C. When he got back from the creamery, he hoisted, is a G, up his sail, C. Ploughed a lonely furrow, still on C, to the north, F, southeast and west, C. Of all the navigators, St Brendan was the best, G. C, when he ran out of candles, he was F, forced to make a stop in C. Tied up in Long Island and put a F, no it's not, it's G, America on the map, C. Then it changes a bit, it goes to F. Did you know that Honolulu was found by a carryman? C. G, who went on to find Australia then. C, China and Japan. F, when he was touching 70 began. C, to miss the crack, to turn into his albatross. G, says hey, I'm heading back to C. And the chorus goes, is it right? That's F, right or left for Gibraltar? C. G, what tack do I take for mizzen head? C. F, I'd love to settle down in Bentry. C, harbour. Send to his albatross. G, he said. And it goes like that. The only thing that's different is the last verse. One of the lines is a couple of notes longer. But you'll follow that. Alright, here we go. A boat sailed out of Brandon in the year of 501. It was a damp and dirty morning, Brendan's voyage had begun. Tied a thin in turnips and cotton curly kale. When he got back from the creamery, he hoisted up a sail. He ploughed a lonely furrow to the north, south, east and west. And of all the navigators, St Brendan was the best. When he ran out of candles, he was forced to make a stop. So he tied up in Long Island and put America on the map. Did you know that Honolulu was found by a carryman who went on to find Australia, then China and Japan? When he was touching 70, he began to miss the crack. So turning to his albatross, says he, I'm heading back. Is it right or left for Gibraltar? What tack do I take for mizzen head? I'd love to settle down in Bentry harbour. St Brendan to his albatross, he said. Well, to make it fast, he bent the mast and built up mighty steam. Around Terra del Fuego and up the warm Gulf Stream. He crossed the last horizon, Mount Brandon was in sight. When he cleared the customs into Dingle for the night. When he got to Cordon Bleu, he went to douse the drought. He headed west to Croges to murder a pint of stout. Around by Ballyferreter and up the Connor Pass. He freewheeled into Brandon and the Saint was home at last. Is it right or left for Gibraltar? What tack do I take for mizzen head? I'd love to settle down in Bentry harbour. St Brendan to his albatross, he said. The entire population came, the place was chock-a-block. Love the money, wouldn't get your nose inside the shop. The fishermen hauled up their nets, the farmers left the hay. For the Kerry people know that saints don't turn up every day. Well, everything was going grand till Brendan did announce his reason for returning was to try to set a house. The girls were flabbergasted at St Brendan's neck to seek a wife so late in life and him a total wreck. Is it right or left for Gibraltar? What tack do I take for mizzen head? I'd love to settle down in Bentry harbour. St do I take for Mizzen Head? I'd love to settle down in Bentry Harbour, said Brendan to his albatross, he said. Now worn down by rejection that pierced his humble pride, "God," says Brendan, "if I run I'll surely catch the tide." So turning to his sand, made straight for the docks, and hauling up his anchor, he cast out from the rocks. As he sailed past his fickle unvested the albatross, I knew you'd never stick it out, it's great to see a boss. I'm bailing out, says Brendan, I badly need a break. A fortnight is about as much as any old saint could take. Is it right or left for Gibraltar? What tack do I take for Mizzen Head? I'd love to settle down near Bentry Harbour, said Brendan to his albatross, he said. Is it right or left for Gibraltar? What tack do I take for Mizzen Head? I'd love to settle down near Bentry Harbour, said Brendan to his albatross, he said. So it ends something like that.